It doesn't matter how much you know about self-storage. That is not what's going to make you successful in the self-storage business. Let's talk about what will support your success in this fantastic business of self-storage. Hello, my name's Mark Helm, and I'm the author of Creating Wealth Through Self-Storage, and I'm the creator of the Quick Start Academy. And what I do is I support the small investor who wants to get in the self-storage business or who wants to grow their self-storage business, strategically do so in a way that creates true wealth and a fulfilling career. You can get more information on the training I offer at creatingwealththroughselfstorage.com. And we're in the middle of a series called What It Takes to Be Successful in the Self-Storage Business Today. And my premise is that knowing what to do is not going to determine your level of success. Yes, you have to know what to do, but a lot of people know what to do, but they've been unable to be successful in the self-storage business. What I've seen, it's your mindset that makes the difference. 80% of our success in any endeavor in life is a function of how we think and how we view the world rather than what we know. So far we've talked about three mindsets that I have seen people who are successful at getting in the self-storage business or growing their self-storage business, the mindsets that they have. And you can review the last three episodes to find that out if you're interested. But today I want to talk about what I'm calling the fourth mindset that I've seen that is critical for people who want to succeed, not just in self-storage, but in life itself, but particularly in self-storage today. And that's what I'm going to call the Leaders Inspire mindset. Now, I've raised lots of money, millions of dollars, through a lot of different types of investors. And it doesn't matter how sophisticated an investor is or how unsophisticated an investor is, everyone relates to a story. Human beings relate to stories. As we were evolving, I guess we used to sit around the campfires and tell stories. You know, I can talk about the cash-on-cash returns and the IRRs, and it's interesting, but usually people will thank me and, quote, want to think about it. But when I tell them the story of self-storage and then my story inside the story of self-storage, all of a sudden things begin to click. They can begin to relate to self-storage, but more importantly, they begin to relate to me. And then they can see and experience what I'm trying to convey to them. They can relate to what I'm talking about. People relate to stories. If you're a member of a tribe, if you're a member of a religion, you've got countless stories that you can relate to and tell me right now. And something else about stories. People want to be inspired. And stories are the best way to inspire people. People will take action when they are inspired. If you want someone to take action, inspire them. The best leaders I've seen are people who can share a vision, share a story with a vision for their business or what they're up to in life or what they want to accomplish by being in this self-storage business. People who can share that and inspire other people to take action. So what does this have to do with self-storage? Well, everything. It doesn't matter how big your self-storage business is or how small your self-storage business is. You cannot do it by yourself. Even if you don't have any employees right now, you have customers or are going to have customers. Even if you don't have any customers right now, you're going to have to deal with vendors. You're going to have to deal with lenders, most likely. You cannot run a business in a vacuum. The best leaders I've seen and the people who are successful at getting in and growing their storage business are people who can inspire others to take action, inspire vendors to take action, inspire customers to rent from you. In many cases, that's the difference between being successful or not. I can remember going to look at a storage facility in North Carolina, and I was fortunate enough to actually meet the owner who had built that facility about 10 years ago. And rather than walk around with an agent, I walked around with the owner. He showed me his facility. I was able to compliment him on what he had created. But more importantly, as we got to know each other, I started sharing a little bit about our company and us and what we were up to by being in the self-storage business. And at the end of the day, that seller turned down some higher offers from some bigger players because I think they wanted to do business with us. They could relate to us and were inspired by what we were up to and really got that we were people like him, and that by doing business with us, his chances of closing were much higher than even taking a larger offer. Now, this isn't always the case. We can't always meet with the sellers, or we don't usually meet with the sellers this early in the process. But by being able to inspire that person to take action, in other words, sell to us, we were able to get a deal that we wouldn't have otherwise gotten. I've seen people I've worked with be able to motivate vendors to do things that vendors have never done before. With a certain website provider, connect to a new type software program, create integrations that were never there before and were only be for this one customer. Look, no person is an island. It doesn't matter. Even if you have no employees, you still have to deal with people and inspire people to take action. Because believe me, there are a lot of choices out there today for customers who need self-storage. Good marketing tells a story that potential customers can identify with and inspire them to take action to rent at your facility. You know, some of the stories we've created in marketing or in people I've worked with that have created in marketing are stories like, we're local, just like you. We treat you like family, and we would not be raising the rates every month or two for our family members. So what will your story be? What will your marketing story be? Will it inspire potential customers to take action? Another word we could use for this is magnetism. I've heard that word used before. Now, they don't teach this in schools. Basically, schools are designed to crank out good employees. Of course, that's another whole conversation. And I wish they would teach this in school, but what I've seen is to really create wealth and to attract money in your life, it requires a level of magnetism. You've got to be able to attract capital. Now remember, money is just energy. The majority of, quote, money doesn't even exist in physical form. It is basically just energy. And it's possible to organize ourselves in such a way that we can be a magnet for the energy of money. Now, that's another whole topic. If you're interested, we could do a series on it. But if you're not sure what I'm talking about, then you've probably never read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. If you've never read that book, in my world, that's a must-read. Start there, and then you can move onward. But to be a magnet for what you're up to in life, to be able to attract the people, places, and situations that would forward what you're up to in life requires the ability to inspire people to take action. And the best way to do that is through story. Good leaders know that. And finally, one last thing I'd just like to touch on is the ability to inspire yourself. Think about it. When was the last time you were inspired by yourself, something you did or who you are? If it doesn't happen often for you, change that. So no matter what happens in my life, for example, I have created from nothing a storage company, and I've helped countless other people do the same thing. And that inspires me that I can do that, and that I've been able to help other people do that too. So what about you? What about you and your life and who you are inspires you? I promise you probably won't have to look very hard to begin to see what it is about yourself that inspires you. Because when you can inspire yourself with who you are and what you're up to, then you can inspire others. When you're authentically inspired by who you are and what you're up to in life, then you can inspire other people to take action. Good leaders know that. You do that, you will be very successful as you get in and grow your self-storage company. So thank you very much. My name's Mark Helm. I'm the author of Creating Wealth Through Self-Storage, and I'm the creator of the Storage World Analyzer. That's the financial analysis tool that we use to analyze our facilities that we're looking at or we're considering building or expanding. If you're using Excel, great, but I invite you to look at the analyzer. This tool could really be just what you need as you get in and grow your self-storage business. You can go to creatingwealththroughselfstorage.com, look at the Storage World Analyzer, or go straight to storageworldanalyzer.com. Thank you very much. I look forward to being with you next week as we talk about the last mindset required to be successful in the self-storage business. I'll see you then.